Sea cucumber as food. Sea cucumbers are marine animals of the class Holothuroidea. They are used as food in fresh or dried form in various cuisines. In some cultural contexts, the sea cucumber is thought to have medicinal value. The creature and the food product are commonly known as bêche-de-mer in French, from Portuguese bicho-de-mar, literally sea animal, trepang or trīpang in Indonesian, namako in Japanese, balatan in Tagalog, loli in Hawaiian, and deniz patlicani sea eggplant in Turkish. In Malay, it is known as the gamat. Most cultures in East and Southeast Asia regard sea cucumbers as a delicacy. A number of dishes are made with sea cucumber, and in most dishes it has a slippery texture. Common ingredients that go with sea cucumber dishes include winter melon, conpoy, kai-lan, shiitake mushroom, and Chinese cabbage. Many sea cucumber species are endangered and are at risk of overfishing due to their consumption. Harvest. Sea cucumbers destined for food are traditionally harvested by hand from small watercraft, a process called trepanging after the Indonesian trepang. They are dried for preservation and must be rehydrated by boiling and soaking in water for several days. They are mainly used as an ingredient in Chinese cuisine soups or stews. Many commercially important species of sea cucumber are harvested and dried for export for use in Chinese cuisine as Hawaiian, Haitian. Some of the more commonly found species in markets include Holothuroidea scabra sandfish, Holothuroidea arguinensis, Holothuroidea spinifera brown sandfish, Holothuroidea fuscogilva bat suzu white teatfish, Holothuroidea nobilis black teatfish, Actinophaga mauritiana spiny sea cucumber, Apostochopus japonicus Japanese sea cucumber, Parastochopus californicus giant California sea cucumber, Phelonota anonis prickly redfish. Acaudina malpaidioides Western Australia has sea cucumber fisheries from Exmouth to the border of the Northern Territory. Almost all of the catch is sandfish Holothuroidea scabra. The fishing of the various species known as bêche-de-mer is regulated by state and federal legislation. 5 other species are targeted in the state's bêche-de-mer harvest. These are Holothuroidea nobilis black teatfish, Holothuroidea whitmeyi blackfish, Phelonota anonis prickly redfish, Actinophaga echninitis deep water redfish, and Holothuroidea atra lollyfish. In the far north of Queensland, Australia, sea cucumber are harvested from the Great Barrier Reef and the Coral Sea. Targeted species include Holothuroidea nobilis white teatfish, Holothuroidea whitmeyi black teatfish, and H. scabra sandfish. Divers are supplied air via hose or hookah from the surface and collect their catch by hand, diving to depths of up to 40 m. Market. The trade in trepang between Mackeson's seafarers and the Aborigines of Arnhem Land to supply the markets of southern China is the first recorded example of trade between the inhabitants of the Australian continent and their Asian neighbors. The Asian market for sea cucumber is estimated to be US $60 million. The dried form accounts for 95% of the sea cucumber traded annually in China, Singapore, Malaysia, Korea, and Japan. It is typically used in Chinese cuisines. The biggest re-exporters in the trade are mainland China, Hong Kong, and Singapore. Of the 650 species of sea cucumbers, just 10 species have commercial value. In 2013, the Chinese government cracked down on the purchasing of sea cucumbers by officials, as their expensive price tag could be seen as a sign of opulence. In Japan, sea cucumber is also eaten raw as sashimi or sunamono, and its intestine is also eaten as kanawata, which is salted and fermented food, a variety of shukara. The dried ovary of sea cucumber is also eaten, which is called kanoko or kuchiko. Sea cucumbers are considered non-kosher in Jewish dietary law. Culinary use. Both a fresh form and a dried form are used for cooking, though its preparation is complex due to its taste being entirely tasteless and bland. In the Suiyuan Shidan, the Chinese Qing Dynasty Manual of Gastronomy, it is in fact stated, as an ingredient, sea cucumbers have little to no taste, are full of sand and are fishy in smell for these reasons. It is also the most difficult ingredient to prepare well. Haikan, wu wei zhou wu, sha duo kai xing, zuinan. Chinese folk belief attributes male sexual health and aphrodisiac qualities to the sea cucumber, as it physically resembles a phallus and uses a defense mechanism similar to ejaculation as it stiffens and squirts its own entrails at the aggressor. It is also considered a restorative for tendinitis and arthritis.